Excel Chapter 3, pages 143, 144, 145, 146, and 147. Starting on page 143, you need to read about using the autofill options button and filling a series. I think autofill and filling a series probably one of the biggest time savers and most useful things that I have in Excel, and one of the reasons that I do so much of my work in Excel. And then read page 144, all of it, but particularly that red box for reference. All right, moving on with our current budget for the Drake family. Diane wants to see how the monthly balances in the main savings account are affected by the couple's changing income and expenses. She wants to make sure that the balance doesn't drop too low after months with particularly high expenses, such as January and August. You'll add data to the worksheet to display the monthly savings balance, starting with the month labels. Top of page 145. To use autofill to enter a series of months. In cell C35, enter capital J, lowercase a, lowercase n, period. Okay, this is the first value in a series because JAN is a common abbreviation for January. Excel recognizes it as a month, and you don't need to type February for the next month in the series. If you deselected cell C35, please reselect it. Drag the fill handle over the range D35 to N35. As you drag the fill handle, screen tips show the month abbreviations for the selected cells. So we're going to come down here remembering that a fill handle requires a black cross. Holding down our left mouse button, February, March. You see them popping up as we go across? All the way over to December and let go. Okay? That's how you use your fill handle to create a series. All right, number 5. Select the range C18 to N18. I want you to go up to the top to your address box, and I want you to physically type in C18 colon N18 and press your enter key and see what happens. I like this particularly when I'm working like this and it's a textbook and it's telling you ranges that you didn't necessarily create, so you're kind of trying to figure out what they want. You can just go up to that address bar, type in the range C18 colon N18, and look, it's right there and it's selected. All right, now on your Home tab, click your Format Painter, which is going to copy the formatting from that particular range onto the range we were using. And then all you have to do is click on cell C35. Remember that you don't have to drag across because we said do all these cells like that, and as soon as you click here, it jets them right across. Deselect so that you can see it. Pretty handy dandy and cool way to do that. All right, moving along on page 145. Next, you'll enter formulas to calculate the changing balance in the couple's main savings account. The main saving account balance at the end of each month is determined by 4 factors. Number 1, the balance at the beginning of the month. Number 2, money deposited from the couple's paychecks at the beginning of the month. Number 3, money withdrawn to pay for expenses. And number 4, money transferred into a home savings account reserved for a down payment on a mortgage. Diane and Glenn have not yet decided how much they want to transfer into this account, so you'll leave that value blank for now. You'll start by calculating the balance in the couple's account at the end of January. To calculate the January balance in the savings account, in cell C36, enter the formula equals K5. And I like to scroll up and actually see what I'm doing, and so I know I'm not just madly clicking. There's K5. Okay, equals K5. You can see it's correct right there. Press your enter key. In cell C37, enters equals C21 equals C21 and press your enter key. Turn the page to page 146. Step number 3. In cell C38, which is our current location, enter equals C32. Equals C32. Press your enter key. All right. The relative reference will change when you copy the formula to other months. Okay, because relative reference, correct? There are no dollar signs in there, which means this will increment as we move it. You'll leave cell C39 blank because at this point you won't assume that any money will be transferred from the main savings account to the home savings account. Step number 4. In cell C40, which is the ending balance, enter equals C36 plus C37 minus C38 minus C39. Go ahead and press your enter key. This formula calculates the ending balance for the main savings account, which is equal to the starting balance plus any deposits minus the withdrawals and transfers. Cell C40 displays the value 1,940, which is the projected balance in the main savings account at the end of January. Step number 5. Format the range C36 through C39 to add borders around all the cells. C36 through C39, and we want borders around all of the cells. So on our Home tab, in the font group, we're going to go to the Borders button, and we're going to select all borders. Step number 6. Use the Format Painter to copy the formatting from cell C32 into cell C40. So cell C32, and we want the formatting onto cell C40. So we're just going to go to the Format Painter and click on cell C40. Change the fill color to blue accent 1, lighter 60. All right, fill color, blue. You know how much I love looking for these. Blue accent 1, lighter 60. All right, so it's right. Black accent 1, lighter 60, right there. Go ahead and click on it. And yes, I had to pause it and go hunt it down. You know how much I love looking for those colors. Click cell A35. Now take a look. Compare your spreadsheet to the figure 3-25. All right, at this point, the couple's projected savings at the end of January will be $1,940, which is $2,060 less than their starting balance of $4,000 at the beginning of the year. The savings formulas for the remaining months are the same as for January, except that their starting balances are based on the ending balance of the previous month. You will calculate the activity in the couple's main savings account for the remaining months of the year. To calculate the remaining balances in the main savings account, step number 1, select the range C36 through C40. C36 through C40. Drag the fill handle over the February savings in the range D36 to D40. Step number 2, change the formula in cell D36 to equals C40. So that the February starting balance for the main savings account is based on the January ending balance. Select the range D36 through D40. Drag the fill handle over the range E36 to N40. Just like that. The formulas and formatting from February are copied into the remaining months of the year. Click cell A35 to deselect the main savings account data. Take a look at figure 3-26 and compare your figures to the ones in this illustration in your textbook. If they don't match, you need to go back and figure out exactly what you did wrong and try that step over. In cell L5, there's L5, enter the formula equals N40. And press your enter key. The ending balance of the main savings account in December, $12,550, appears in cell L5. Diane can quickly see the couple's saving in the main account will increase by $8,550 in the upcoming year. Hit save, and we're ready to move on to our next video.